I want to talk about an anime I like. This is a weird one. This is Clockwork Fighters Hiwou's War. This is the story of a group of kids in Japan in the past, in an alternate history, with clockwork technology has advanced the way that digital technology has advanced for us. So they actually have clockwork mechanisms that they use in their world. And they build all sorts of interesting clockwork. And then unfortunately, their village gets attacked by bandits and torched. And so all of these kids then have to do something about that. And so they do what kids would normally do in this situation. They climb up the top of their local shrine and discover that their local shrine turns into a giant robot. Because of course it does, because anime. Yeah.
Who would think anything other than that?
Right, that's how that works. So yeah, they have a giant clockwork mecha that they pilot throughout the series. What's interesting about this show is that it's animated by Bones, so high animation quality. It is clearly aimed at a young audience, and it manages to do a lot of different things at once. It has a good variety of characters that all have different perspectives on things, different things they're trying to do. While being aimed at a younger audience, there are some heavy moments in the in the show. Their parents are probably dead, right? They're actually going off to look for the father of one of the characters that had left some time ago. And so there's definitely drama in the show. There's also some comedy. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of silliness. It's one of those shows that does a lot of things and does it in a way that I really enjoy and have a lot of fun with. It manages to be one of the one of those shows that's just entertaining, right? You can watch it and there's always something happening. You're always kind of enjoying the interaction of the characters, so forth and so on. It's one of those things. It's just really joyful to watch in a lot of ways until some of the more serious moments happen, which is just, the way it often is. And the overall tone of it, the overall sort of art style, as you can see, is kind of light and upbeat. And I just really like the show. It's a solid sort of middle ground enjoyable show that is also just kind of punching a little bit above its weight in terms of plot, in terms of what's going on. Partly because I should also point out, some of these kids get traumatized. They have the results of everything they're going through sometimes do come out in their actions. Sometimes they do react inappropriately, and they are also kind of kids. So it's this very interesting show. Extremely obscure. Surprisingly, there was a DVD release of this at one point in English, so you can get an English dub and Japanese dub. Japanese dub has a lot of Gundam voice actors in it, so if you're into that, you'll hear some fun Gundam characters in it, if you will. And it's just interesting seeing a show with this many different characters all interacting with each other, kind of bouncing off each other. And it's a fun ride. It's a fun one. Clockwork Fighters Hiwou's War. 26 episodes, I think, TV series. It's just a fun little ride.
Time period it was released?
It came out in the early 2000s, I think.
Okay.
Maybe. That's a good question. Hiwou's War.
Because it kind of looks like harkens back to 80s.
Yeah, year 2000. But you're absolutely right. It is very much an 80s style show.
Wow, okay.
It aired on NHK. That makes sense. So being a little more historical, thing. And I'm just looking it up now. Directed by written by Sho Aikawa, who also wrote Martian Successor Nadesco, Love Hina, 12 Kingdoms, and Full Metal Alchemist.
Wow.
Now, he was not the original creator of those. He was the screenwriter for all of those.
Right. Still.
Yeah, still. And that's good. As well as
Mugen Train. Don't say
Nope.
it. Okay.
Nope.
Like, don't say it.
I was gonna have to be like, no.
No. It's another one that will make you throw your headphones.
One Piece.
A certain anime from the 1980s that we talk about frequently.
Golden Boy.
Nope. Nope. Not for kids. Yep.
Legend of
Yeah.
Oh.
He was a screenwriter on that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
From children piloting a Clockwork Robot.
Yay.
Screenwriter of... Oh, boy.
Oh, well, he also did Vampire Princess Miyu. He did Starship Troopers. Which... Hutch the Honeybee. Wow. 80 Police Files. Wow, and he wrote all of that certain series we're not going to talk about, even all of the sequels. Interesting.
Wow.
And
He
my
was
dear
a man
Marie,
committed to the
clearly.
project.
Neoranga, Shaman King, Razafon.
Is this like the
Dang.
go-to screenwriter?
Yeah, I'm sure he worked with other people on a lot of these. But yeah, Elemental Galad. Let's see what some more recent stuff is. Some Cardfight Vanguard, Chaos Dragon, Milky Homes,
Okay.
Eureka 7 AO,
Ooh.
Ungo. Interesting.
Well, oh, yeah, I watched some of them go.
Yeah, no, not my thing.
Bounced off of that.
Also written some live action stuff. Anything here we would recognize? Kamen Rider.
Rider. Awesome.
Quite a bit of Kamen Rider, actually. And some books. Like The Return of Ultraman.
Because why not?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, geez.
He wrote Gunhead! Whoa.
That's what?
Sorry, yeah.
That's
I still
good.
have,
That's bad. What?
Gunhead is a live-action science fiction movie, Japanese science fiction movie about a giant tank thing going through this sort of post-apocalyptic giant structure, searching for things.
Like a generational spaceship structure, or
Unclear. It's Earth, but it's going through these giant abandoned complexes. It looks really interesting. It looks really cool. Kia Asamiya, who did Zerum and other things, worked on that, and he wrote that, which is so. I have Gunhead on VHS. That's why I'm like, oh my gosh, because I stumbled across this, probably at Star City at that guy's, booth with all the tapes. I was like, Japanese, early '90s live action science fiction movie about this, lots of model work. Sure, I'll give it a try, and it's a fun read.
Wow.
It's a fun watch. I need to transition back because they can't see you all. There we go. Yeah, it's a weird one.
That could, depending on budget, that could be like horrifyingly bad.
And Wesley, you're right. Like Girls Last Tour, sort of vaguely speaking.
Okay.
Not a lot of people around. We're trying to scavenge resources.
But just a giant tank.
Yeah, and the effects budget is there. Like, it is high quality model work. I would say if it has a flaw, it has that problem that I think everybody in the film was really excited about the model work, and that's what they spent all their time on. The acting, the story, they're fine, right? But it's really more a special effects showpiece than
not an Emmy award-winning performance.
No,
but
exactly.
Great special effects.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha.
Kia Asamiya.
It's more like the daytime Emmys. Oh,
Yeah,
I gotcha. I see.
exactly.
Okay.
Kia Asamiya. He's a manga artist. He adapted Gunhead. Let's see here. He worked on Project Echo.
Hooray!
Yeah, and he did the manga adaptation of Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace. So you've seen that comic. That's him and his style, which apparently he made all the money on. Let's see here. He was not the anyway. This is a rabbit hole I'm going down. Apologies. Man.
Brent's good to be doing some research until wee hours of the morning
I guess
tonight.
so. Gosh.
It'll be Brent after dark and at dawn.
Yeah. Pretty much.
What time is it?
Absolutely.
I still have to get Genshin Impact in.
I have to re-log in. It's 5:30 in the morning. Oh, hell.
Hopefully the day's reset. I can get new stuff. It's fine.
Yeah. Time to redo the quests, the dailies. Oh.
Yeah, he
need more
asked me to look up a lot of
primogens.
stuff. Yeah, totally. Cool.
Which I'm gonna need to know what to do with primogens. I have like 10 billion of them. I don't know what to do with them.
Wishes.
I thought that was the funny like globy thingy.
That too.
Oh.
There are a bunch of different ways of getting wishes. Well, yeah, we'll get into it later.
Okay, yeah. We'll have to do that, 'cause